Welcome to a journey where history glows in silver and every tiny detail whispers a forgotten story. Today, we step into the fascinating world of the Liberty half-dollar coin, a piece that is more than currency, more than metal, more than a collectible. It is a symbol of freedom, ambition, and the timeless spirit that shaped a nation. Hold this coin in your imagination for a moment. Feel the weight of decades, hear the echoes of commerce, and see the shine that has captured collectors' hearts for generations. The Liberty half-dollar is not just another coin passing through hands. It is a silent witness to history. From bustling markets to quiet drawers, from bank counters to treasured collections, this coin has traveled through time carrying stories of prosperity, struggle, and triumph. The elegant image of liberty stands proudly, representing hope and independence, while the reverse design reflects strength and unity. Every curve, every letter, every tiny mark holds meaning waiting to be discovered. Collectors are drawn to this coin for its mystery. Some Liberty half-dollars appear ordinary at first glance, yet hidden details, mint marks, rare years, unusual strikes, can transform them into prized treasures. A small difference can change everything. A faint mark beneath the date, a sharper strike, or a limited mintage year can turn a simple coin into something extraordinary, something that sparks excitement the moment it is recognized. The story begins with a quiet, overlooked piece of metal, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, a coin many people have seen, yet few truly understand. At first glance it looks ordinary, almost forgettable, but hidden within certain 1,971 mint-marked examples lies a mystery that electrifies collectors. This is not just pocket change. This is the kind of coin that can transform a simple collection into a treasure chest, a discovery that feels like uncovering buried fortune in plain sight. The year 1971 marked a dramatic shift in half-dollar history. The composition changed, the minting process evolved, and subtle variations began appearing that only sharp eyes could detect. These variations, small differences in strike quality, surface texture, and mint characteristics, turned some 1971 pieces into rare survivors. When such coins emerge in pristine condition, their value can skyrocket far beyond face value, sometimes reaching astonishing levels that shock even experienced collectors. What makes certain 1971 examples so desirable is not just age, but rarity combined with condition. Most of these coins circulated heavily, losing their shine, picking up scratches, and fading into everyday use. But a few escaped circulation entirely. These untouched pieces, with blazing luster and sharp detail, appear almost frozen in time. When one of these surfaces, it becomes a magnet for collectors who understand that perfection from this year is incredibly difficult to find. The mint mark plays a powerful role in this story. Some 1971 coins from specific mints were produced in huge quantities, but only a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition. That imbalance fuels demand. Collectors compete fiercely for top-quality examples, and auctions can turn intense, with bids climbing rapidly as buyers recognize the scarcity of flawless specimens. Another factor that ignites excitement is striking quality. Many 1971 half-dollars were weakly struck, meaning the details on the hair, lettering, and eagle feathers appear soft. But occasionally a coin emerges with razor-sharp detail, every line crisp, every letter bold. These sharply struck coins stand out dramatically, and collectors treat them as elite pieces worthy of premium prices. Surface brilliance also adds to the coin's allure. A truly valuable 1971 example glows with original mint luster, reflecting light in a swirling pattern across the surface. This shimmering effect, often called cartwheel luster, signals that the coin has been preserved carefully. When such brilliance is paired with clean surfaces, the coin moves into the realm of high-end collectibles. Some of the most valuable pieces also show dramatic cameo contrast when struck with special finishes. Deep mirrored fields paired with frosted design elements create a stunning visual effect. These coins appear almost sculpted, and collectors prize them for their beauty as much as their rarity. When a 1971 example displays this contrast, its desirability multiplies. Condition grading is where the real explosion in value happens. A worn 1971 half-dollar may be worth little more than face value, but a near-perfect specimen jumps dramatically. At the highest grades, tiny differences, even microscopic marks, separate ordinary coins from extraordinary ones. The finest known examples become benchmarks, and collectors chase them relentlessly. Errors from 1971 add another layer of fascination. Misaligned strikes, double details, or unusual planchet variations transform already collectible coins into legendary pieces. These mint mistakes are accidental works of art, and because they were never meant to exist, they become extraordinarily desirable. When combined with top condition, their value can leap into astonishing territory. The emotional pull of this coin also matters. The design carries historical significance and iconic imagery that resonates deeply with collectors. That emotional connection drives competition, and competition drives price. When multiple collectors want the same rare example, the bidding can escalate quickly, pushing values far beyond expectations. Another reason some 1971 coins command attention is survival rate. Even though millions were minted, very few remain in top condition decades later. Time has reduced the population dramatically. Each year, finding pristine pieces becomes harder, and scarcity increases. This slow disappearance quietly raises the stakes. Collectors also value originality. A coin that has never been cleaned, polished, or altered holds far more appeal. Natural toning, subtle color shifts, and untouched surfaces tell a story of preservation. These qualities can transform an already rare coin into a standout piece worth pursuing aggressively. Market psychology plays a powerful role as well. When a high-grade 1971 coin sells for a strong price, it creates momentum. Suddenly collectors re-examine their holdings, searching for hidden gems. This wave of interest increases demand and pushes prices higher, reinforcing the coin's reputation as a sleeper treasure. The thrill of discovery keeps collectors searching. Many valuable examples were pulled from rolls, old collections, or forgotten storage. That possibility, the idea that a life-changing coin might be hiding in plain sight, fuels excitement and keeps interest alive year after year. Lighting also reveals secrets. Under magnification, a premium 1971 piece shows fine details that ordinary coins lack. The hair strands appear defined, the eagle feathers sharp, and the lettering bold. These visual cues instantly signal rarity to trained eyes. Some collectors specialize exclusively in high-grade 1971 half dollars. Their focused demand tightens supply even further. When specialists compete, prices climb rapidly, especially for coins that approach perfection. Storage history matters too. Coins preserved in original packaging or untouched rolls often retain superior quality. When these coins emerge decades later, they appear almost newly minted. Such freshness captivates collectors and boosts value dramatically. The combination of rarity, condition, demand, and history creates the perfect storm. A top-tier 1971 half dollar becomes more than a coin. It becomes a symbol of discovery, patience, and hidden wealth. That transformation from everyday object to prized collectible is what makes it so compelling. The 1974 Liberty half dollar moves quietly through circulation, yet behind its ordinary appearance hides a story that feels almost cinematic. At first glance it looks like just another coin, silver-toned, familiar, and easily ignored. But collectors know that certain 1974 pieces carry tiny secrets, microscopic differences, striking anomalies, and rare mint characteristics that can transform this humble half dollar into a coin chased with intensity and whispered about like hidden treasure. When this coin was struck in 1974, millions were produced, and most were spent without a second thought. They traveled through pockets, cash drawers, and bankrolls. Yet within that ocean of coins, a handful emerged with extraordinary details, unusually sharp strikes, mirrored surfaces, doubled inscriptions, and off-center alignments. These rare survivors became the ones that collectors hunt, the ones that spark excitement when discovered in old jars or inherited collections. The most dramatic examples are the high-grade uncirculated 1974 Liberty half dollars that somehow escaped wear. These coins look frozen in time. Their surfaces glow with deep luster, the fields reflect light like glass, and every strand of hair appears razor-sharp. When preserved in near-perfect condition, the value rises dramatically, because perfection from this year is surprisingly difficult to find. Another category that electrifies collectors is the 1974 mint error half dollar. These coins were born with striking mistakes, doubled lettering, misaligned dies, or incomplete strikes. Such errors were never meant to leave the mint, yet a few slipped through. When a collector spots one, the coin instantly becomes more than money. it becomes a rarity with a story stamped into metal. The double-die varieties from 1974 are particularly captivating. On these pieces, the design appears slightly duplicated, especially around the date and lettering. Under magnification, the effect looks almost like a shadow trailing behind the numbers. This small visual glitch turns a common coin into something extraordinary, because each double die is unique and limited. Some 1974 half dollars also appear with off-center strikes, where the design is shifted and part of the blank metal remains visible. These coins feel dramatic, as if the minting process froze mid-motion. Collectors love them because they visibly show the moment something went wrong, making each piece one of a kind. The 1974 proof versions also hold a special aura. These coins were struck with polished dies and specially prepared planchets, creating mirror-like surfaces. When preserved in flawless condition, they look almost liquid, with frosted designs floating above reflective fields. Perfect proofs from 1974 are far rarer than circulated pieces, and their value reflects that scarcity. Condition plays a powerful role in determining worth. A worn 1974 half dollar might be worth little more than face value, but a coin graded near perfection becomes something entirely different. Each tiny mark lowers value, so coins without scratches, stains, or dullness command premium attention and sometimes astonishing prices. Collectors also chase coins with strong strike quality. Some 1974 half dollars were struck lightly, leaving weak details. Others were struck with full force, producing crisp lines and deep relief. Those strong strike coins stand out instantly, and collectors are willing to pay far more for their bold appearance. Occasionally, a 1974 Liberty half dollar appears with a brilliant original tone. Subtle shades of gold, blue, or violet form naturally over decades. These natural colors make the coin visually stunning, and collectors often prize such toning as much as rarity itself. There are also coins from this year that remained untouched in sealed mint sets. When opened decades later, these coins sometimes reveal pristine surfaces. Discovering one in perfect shape feels like opening a time capsule, and collectors compete fiercely for such untouched pieces. Some of the most valuable 1974 examples combine multiple traits: high grade, strong strike, and an error variety. These rare combinations are what drive dramatic price jumps. A coin with all these features becomes a centerpiece in any collection. The thrill of finding one keeps collectors searching. Many people unknowingly hold old half dollars in drawers, unaware that a rare 1974 variety might be hiding among them. This possibility fuels the dream that an overlooked coin could suddenly become extremely valuable. The design itself adds to the appeal. The bold profile on the front and the detailed reverse create a coin that already looks historic. When preserved perfectly, the artistry shines even brighter, giving the coin both beauty and scarcity. Over time, more collectors have begun examining 1974 half dollars closely. As awareness grows, demand increases, and rare pieces become harder to find. This tightening supply adds intensity to the hunt and pushes standout examples into higher value territory. Stories circulate of collectors discovering rare 1974 pieces in unexpected places: estate collections, bankrolls, or inherited jars. These discoveries feel almost legendary, reinforcing the idea that treasure sometimes hides in plain sight. The key to identifying a valuable 1974 Liberty half dollar lies in patience. Careful inspection, good lighting, and magnification reveal details that transform a coin from ordinary to exceptional. Small differences become the dividing line between common and rare. Because of this, collectors warn against selling quickly. A coin that looks ordinary might carry subtle features that dramatically increase its worth. Proper evaluation often reveals surprising potential. In the end, the 1974 Liberty half dollar stands as a reminder that value is not always obvious. Among millions of ordinary coins, a few rare survivors hold remarkable appeal. Whether through flawless preservation, striking errors, or extraordinary detail, these coins capture imagination and transform a simple piece of metal into something far more powerful, a quiet treasure waiting to be recognized. The 1972 Liberty half-dollar sits quietly in forgotten drawers, tucked into dusty boxes, or resting unnoticed in old coin jars, yet the story surrounding this coin feels like a whisper of hidden destiny. Many people pass it by without a second glance, believing it is just another ordinary piece of metal, but collectors know that certain 1972 Liberty half-dollars carry a mysterious appeal. When the light hits the worn silver tone and the Liberty design seems to glow, it feels less like a coin and more like a message from the past waiting to be discovered by the right hands. In 1972, these Liberty half-dollars were struck during a time when coin production carried subtle variations. Tiny differences in mint marks, strike quality, and rare minting anomalies quietly slipped into circulation. Most coins blended into everyday transactions, but a small number emerged with extraordinary characteristics. These rare examples now hold a reputation for being incredibly valuable, not because they were meant to be special, but because chance turned them into legends. Collectors often speak about the thrill of spotting a 1972 Liberty half-dollar with an unusual shine, a double design, or an off-center strike. These small details can transform a common-looking coin into something breathtaking. It's the kind of discovery that sends a collector's heartbeat racing. A coin once exchanged for everyday purchases suddenly becomes a treasure capable of commanding astonishing attention. The Liberty design itself adds to the dramatic appeal. Liberty stands proudly, symbolizing freedom, strength, and timeless dignity. On certain 1972 examples, the details appear unusually crisp, almost as if the coin was preserved by fate. When viewed closely, the lines of Liberty's figure, the flowing elements, and the surrounding inscriptions create a visual power that feels larger than the coin itself. Some 1972 Liberty half-dollars gained fame due to rare mint mark variations. These subtle letters, often overlooked, can define the coin's rarity. A slightly misplaced mint mark, a faint impression, or an unusually bold strike can elevate the coin from ordinary to extraordinary. It is these hidden features that transform a pocket coin into a collector's dream. The condition of the coin also plays a dramatic role. A 1972 Liberty half-dollar preserved in near-perfect shape can appear almost untouched by time. The surfaces reflect light like polished silver, and the details remain sharp. Such coins are rarely found, and when they appear, they ignite intense interest among collectors who understand how scarce pristine examples truly are. There are also whispers about rare error coins from 1972. These include doubled lettering, misaligned dies, or unusual texture patterns. These minting mistakes, once considered flaws, now create fascination. What was once an accident becomes a mark of uniqueness, turning the coin into a one-of-a-kind artifact with a story that cannot be repeated. The excitement surrounding these coins comes from the possibility. Someone might unknowingly hold a 1972 Liberty half-dollar that looks ordinary but contains a rare detail. This idea fuels treasure-hunting dreams. Every old coin becomes a mystery waiting to be solved, and the 1972 Liberty half-dollar stands at the center of that excitement. Collectors sometimes describe the moment of discovery as surreal. A coin pulled from a forgotten envelope suddenly reveals unusual features. The realization slowly builds, and the value begins to feel almost unbelievable. That quiet moment transforms into a story worth telling for years. The market fascination around rare 1972 Liberty half-dollars grows from scarcity. When only a handful of unusual examples exist, demand intensifies. Collectors compete, each hoping to secure the coin before someone else does. This competition adds drama, pushing attention and perceived worth higher. Another reason these coins capture imagination is their age. Decades have passed since 1972, and many coins have been lost, damaged, or melted. The surviving rare pieces become even more meaningful. Each one carries the weight of time, making it feel like a survivor from another era. The shine of a well-preserved 1972 Liberty half-dollar often surprises people. Despite its age, some coins retain a radiant glow. This visual brilliance enhances the sense of rarity, making the coin appear more valuable and more mysterious. Some collectors search tirelessly for years, hoping to encounter one exceptional 1972 Liberty half-dollar. They examine edges, lettering, and surfaces, knowing that one tiny difference can change everything. This dedication fuels the legend surrounding these coins. The emotional appeal cannot be ignored. Finding a rare coin feels like unlocking hidden fortune. The imagination runs wild, and the coin begins to symbolize unexpected opportunity. It becomes more than metal, it becomes possibility. Stories circulate about individuals discovering rare coins in unexpected places. A coin jar, an old wallet, or inherited collection suddenly reveals something special. These stories keep the excitement alive and make every 1972 Liberty half-dollar worth a second look. The design, rarity, condition, and mint variations combine to create the mystique. Each factor adds another layer of intrigue. Together, they transform the 1972 Liberty half-dollar into something far more compelling than its face value. Collectors often handle such coins with extreme care. Protective holders, soft gloves, and controlled storage environments preserve their condition. The careful treatment reflects how seriously these coins are regarded. The allure also comes from unpredictability. Not every 1972 Liberty half-dollar is rare, but the chance that one might be keeps interest alive. That uncertainty creates a treasure hunt atmosphere that fascinates collectors worldwide. In the end, the 1972 Liberty half-dollar stands as a symbol of hidden value and quiet potential. It reminds people that something small and overlooked can hold extraordinary significance. Whether discovered in an old drawer or passed down through generations, this coin carries a dramatic presence, whispering that fortune sometimes hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for the moment it is finally recognized.